Good evening, everyone. This is Corey here with Zero Meter Chasers. It is 8:05 Eastern, 7:05 Central. We're going to do a quick weather update with our impending severe weather that we are expected to have as we head into tonight. So before we get started, real quickly, you guys let me know if the audio is fine. Everything looks good on my end. Just want to make sure the audio's fine, and then if you don't care to give this a share, that would be much appreciated. Again, the number one goal here with Zero Meter Chasers is to keep everybody up to date with the latest information, and the best way to do that is to share this video. So, looking through the comments, just want to make sure audio's good here real quick. Thank you guys for letting me know. So, audio definitely looks good. Thank you. So, I'm going to again, this is going to be a real quick update, maybe 5, 6, 7 minutes. I'll answer a few questions. I want to get in with the tornado watch. This is the only tornado watch we have in effect right now, and this is primarily for Western Kentucky. This will be all of Paducah's area. They are under that tornado watch, and this goes into effect until 11 p.m. Central Time. The Storm Prediction Center states with this watch, right here in this circled area here, which is basically the Paducah area, the very western tip of Kentucky. The Storm Prediction Center states that the tornado risk is going to increase into the late evening hours as this line moves a little bit closer to Kentucky. It's right there along the Kentucky-Missouri border right now. So if you know anybody that lives over here in the western Kentucky area, the tornado risk is going to increase here over the next couple hours. So let's go ahead and check out the radar. And this is what we're talking about here. So, right here, let me get the drawing feature up here. Right here is kind of the area that the Storm Prediction Center is highlighting for that tornado risk to increase here over the next couple hours. So if you know anybody that lives over here in this area, say your Benton, your Mayfield, your Murray, Princeton, Hopkinsville, these areas are going to be under the gun for a tornado threat here over the next several hours. And again, this is the area that we highlighted with the video we had earlier today. We highlighted this portion of Western Kentucky had the highest potential for a tornado threat, and that seems like that's going to be the case as we head into the evening hours here. So right, you guys see the line of severe thunderstorm activity. We'll do a real quick zoom out. I mean, this line extends well to the north, but this entire line here is severe warned with severe thunderstorm warnings and isolated tornado warnings as well. Now, when this line moves to the east, it will weaken some. We're probably not going to see as many tornado warnings. Right now, I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tornado warnings all the way from, say, central Mississippi all the way up to central Illinois. We're probably not going to see that many tornado warnings as this line progresses to the east. But this is what we're going to be looking at. We're going to be looking at a strong to severe line of thunderstorms with isolated tornadoes inside this line. So as this line progresses to the east here over the next several hours, this is what we're going to be watching. But here in the near term, say here over the next couple hours, that tornado threat is going to be centralized here over western Kentucky. So, you know, again, just one more time, if you know anybody that lives in this western Kentucky area, even western Tennessee, this is the area that is going to be under the gun here over the next several hours for the potential for severe weather. So we'll zoom in here just one more time so you guys can see the cities. Mayfield, Murray, Benton, Princeton, Hopkinsville, Madisonville, Union City down in Tennessee. Again, this is getting ready to move into Kentucky right now. We are seeing a little bit of storms kind of out ahead of this line. We're going to watch these closely. This is something we also mentioned earlier on the live update earlier this afternoon. Any storm that kind of developed ahead of this line would have the potential to become severe, maybe even pose a little bit of a tornado threat. So far, we're not seeing that. These storms are kind of holding their own. Now, they are a little bit strong, but I don't really see them strengthening into anything more than that right now. We'll keep an eye on them. I'm not saying that they won't, I'm saying right now they're not really posing any risk of severe weather with that line out ahead of the main line. So let's go real quickly. Let's check out the Futurecast. Let me minimize this. So this will give you guys an idea of what the radar is going to look like for the remainder of the evening. This is basically what the radar is right now. That line of severe thunderstorms is right there along the Kentucky-Missouri border. Then you see some isolated storm activity out ahead of the line. This line moves into western Kentucky. This is 9 p.m. Central Time. This is 10 o'clock Central Time. So on the latest update here, on the HRRR model, this line's moving in just a little bit quicker, and it does match up with what the radar's showing right now. So I'm going to take this for what it's saying and kind of put a little bit more faith into this model. So we're pretty much right there from Bowling Green, say up to Brandenburg, Bowling Green to Litchfield to Brandenburg, right around the 10 p.m. Central, 11 o'clock Eastern time frame. Right along the I-65 corridor. This is midnight Eastern, 11 Central. I-65 corridor, 11 Central, 12 Eastern. And then moving east from there. This is 12 o'clock Central, 1 o'clock Eastern. That line is pretty much from, say, Columbia to Campbellsville to Lebanon up to Springfield, just to the west of Lexington. And then it moves into eastern Kentucky, 1 o'clock Central, 2 o'clock Eastern. So, again, the number one threat with this line when it moves through central Kentucky is going to be damaging winds anywhere between 60, potentially up to 75 miles an hour in places. Isolated spin-up tornadoes. That's your number one and number two threats with this line. Once it pushes through, the severe weather threat will end. We'll still see windy conditions, and those temperatures will plummet as well. So I already see some people asking about, when is the next severe watch going to be issued? I would say that it's coming within the next couple hours here. And real quickly here's the latest timing. Timing's still the same. We just went through that on the radar. Anywhere in this black box here, as early as 10 o'clock, as late as 3 a.m. in this box. But if you live on the western part of this box here, your Bowling Green, Glasgow, Greensburg, Mumfortville, Hodgenville, Elizabethtown, Shepherdsville, Louisville, these type areas, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. And then on the eastern side of this box, your Frankfort, your Lexington, Richmond, Danville, Liberty, Somerset, Russell Springs, these type areas on the eastern part of this box, 12 a.m. to 3 a.m. Okay, that is the latest timing. And we get back here to the radar. Again, a lot of people asking when is the next tornado watch going to be issued. And let me see if I can turn these watches back on. I have the tornado watches turned off. So there is the tornado watch that's already in effect. These counties in the yellow. I would say the next tornado watch here is going to come out for a large chunk of the state. I'd say it would probably be something along the lines of this right here. And I would say that's probably going to come, I'd say, another 1 to 2 hours before that tornado watch is issued. And it could be a severe thunderstorm watch. However, with the ingredients we have in place, I do believe that this will be a new tornado watch that will be issued. And I'd say that's going to come here within the next 1 to 2 hours. So as soon as this line gets, I'd say somewhere, when this main line gets somewhere around right in here, I think that's when you'll see that new tornado watch issued. So once it moves past Paducah, gets around the Murray area, I think it's when the National Weather Service will pull the trigger on a bigger watch box here that it would include more than likely portions of northern Alabama, probably a lot of middle Tennessee, and a lot of central Kentucky as well. It'll probably look something like this whenever they issue it. So I give it about 1 to 2 hours before that comes out. But I do believe the vast majority of central Kentucky will be under a tornado watch, and if not a tornado watch, just severe thunderstorm watch. But like I said, I do believe that's going to be a tornado watch whenever they decide to pull the trigger on that. So, now that's the latest update. Again, expecting this line to move in. We'll pull the timing up here one more time so you guys can see the timing. This is the latest. I know this is the same graphic from our live earlier today, but this is the same timing is the forecast here. So on the western side of this box, again, this box is the vast majority of what we cover here in Kentucky. Basically, the middle part of Kentucky is the majority of what we cover here. So on the western side of this box, your Bowling Green, your Glasgow, Edmonton, Munfordville, Greensburg, Campbellsville, Hodgenville, Lebanon, E-Town, Bardstown, Shepherdsville, Louisville. We're looking at this line to move into those type areas between 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. And then on the eastern side of this box, your Russell Springs, your Columbia, Liberty, Danville, Richmond, Lexington, Frankfort, these type areas, anywhere between 12 a.m. to 3 a.m. Eastern time. So if you guys have any questions, that is the update I have right now. So now I'll take any questions that we might have. So I'll spend about 10-15 minutes here to kind of go over some of the questions you guys have. I'll scroll up just a little bit. Thank you, Chris. So before we get into questions, Chris, our colleague here at Zero Meter Chasers, said that the Storm Prediction Center has, I might be able to pull that up right here, Chris. He said that there is a mesoscale discussion on a new severe thunderstorm watch, or a new watch here for Central Kentucky. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked here. I should be able to just scroll down, maybe. Here we go. Let me see if I can find this real fast. Tropical, yeah, here we go. Okay, it hadn't popped up just yet. So we'll wait for that to pop up. Let's see. Yeah, there is a new mesoscale. Tornado watch likely. So tornado watch likely. So the Storm Prediction Center has put that out. 95%, a new tornado watch will likely be issued from portions of central Indiana south into south central Kentucky. So that's going to be coming out here relatively shortly. We'll see that. We should see that pop up here on the screen here in just a second. As soon as that pops up, we'll go through it. Thank you, Chris, for that. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate you. Appreciate the team. So there you have it. New tornado watch will be issued relatively shortly. Now, Bethany wants to know if Russell Springs will have any tornado warnings. I'm not sure. They will definitely have the potential for a tornado warning, but regardless, they will see a line of strong to severe thunderstorms. Questions of places it's going to be open for shelters in Campbellsville or Taylor County. I have not looked. Let me look here real quick. Yeah, I haven't seen anything on shelters here in Taylor County. But I'm sure there will be. If there's any shelters open in Taylor County, you guys, somebody send me a message or put them in the comments. Let me know if there's anything open in Taylor County for shelters. Probability for tornadoes tonight will be anywhere between 5 to 9% within 25 miles of any point. We can actually pull that up here real quick. We'll look at the tornado threat here. And again, the biggest threat for any type of tornadic activity is going to be over here in this yellow area. This is where you're going to see the probability for a tornado anywhere between 10 to 14%. And that's where all these tornado warnings are at right now. And then right here in the brown here in central Kentucky, again, this is 5 to 9%. 5 to 9% chance of a tornado within 25 miles of any given point. And there's that new mesoscale discussion that I was telling you guys about. This box you guys see here on the radar, this is what these are. These are discussions issued by the Storm Prediction Center. Basically highlights an area, kind of talks about what's going on, and kind of gives their thoughts on the watch. And here, I'll just show you guys what we're looking at here. So basically, the areas affected central southern Indiana into south central Kentucky. They're saying the severe potential tornado watch likely. Probability of watch issuance is 95%. So the Storm Prediction Center is saying there's a 95% chance that a new tornado watch will likely be issued by 1Z from portions of central Indiana into south central Kentucky. And it kind of gives like the detailed meteorological explanation behind it. It says most probable peak tornado intensity 85 to 115 miles an hour. Most probable peak wind gusts 75 to 90 miles an hour. So they said that will be out by 1Z. Which will be by, what, 8 o'clock? Is that right, Chris? I don't know if you're still watching me. 8 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Eastern. Current Z time right now is 0:22. So if they're going to have that watch out by 1Z, that'll be 8 o'clock Eastern, or 8 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Eastern. So I believe that's right. So that tornado watch will be out in the next 30 minutes. You guys probably watch for it on your phones. Destiny, yes, this line will be weakening as it gets closer to London. But still, London expected to see a line of strong to potentially severe storms. Yes, Rachel, I will be live as this line moves into western Kentucky. As soon as it gets a little bit closer to Bowling Green, not going to track everything in western Kentucky, but I'd say once it gets closer to the Hopkinsville area, we'll probably go wall to wall from there to, say, Somerset. Denise, yes, there is snow chances for Monday. Snow chances for Monday, yes. Could be some slick conditions. Thank you, Brian. I see your Twitter comment, your X comment. Thank you. The comments are just a little bit behind, but I do appreciate that. I've seen a lot of questions. Will it be bad at this location? Guys, the entire state's going to see a line of strong to severe storms. It doesn't matter where you're at. You're going to have the stronger storms in the west. It's going to be a little bit weaker in the east. But you guys see, I mean, we'll zoom out here. Let's go back over here to the radar mode. And you guys can clearly see that there's a line of strong to severe storms here that is moving to the east. So this line is going to be moving regardless through the entire state. There's Tornado Watch. Tornado Watch has just been issued. You guys see it popping up on the screen right now. So new Tornado Watch has been issued. I'm glad we was able to jump ahead of that, so I can turn mesoscale discussions off now. So yeah, there's that new tornado watch that's just popped up. This is going to be for all of Central Kentucky. So all of Central Kentucky is now included in that tornado watch. That tornado watch is going to go until 3 o'clock a.m., so buckle up. 3 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time. So buckle up, guys. This means conditions is favorable for the development of tornadoes in and close to the watch area. This goes for all of Central Kentucky. All of Central Kentucky is included, with the exception of parts of the Bluegrass region such as like Lexington. But new tornado watch just came out. Looking through the comments, yeah, Robin, I'll be covering Pulaski County tonight for sure. Thank you, Wesley. Appreciate that. Yeah, Christy, I'll be covering Bowling Green too. Like I said, once this line gets a little bit closer to Hopkinsville, Madisonville area, that's when we'll probably go live and do wall-to-wall coverage. All right, guys, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to hop off and we'll end this live coverage. This line is moving into Western Kentucky right now as we speak. We'll go over here to Paducah real quick. We're going to put a pause on this radar. And just real quickly, this is just to the east, or just to the west of Mayfield here. We have 2 tornado warnings. Let me pull these up here real quick. I'll kind of hit these tornado warnings here real quick. Maybe. Okay, so this tornado warning just to the west of Mayfield here. This one right here. National Weather Service states that severe thunderstorm capable of producing tornadoes and extensive straight-line wind damage was getting ready to move into Kentucky here. Not seeing anything that means there's a tornado on the ground. But there's obviously enough here for a tornado warning. And then the tornado warning just to the north of it. It's getting ready to move toward Paducah. Which is this warning right here. This is going to be heading toward Paducah. National Weather Service states a severe squall line capable of producing tornadoes and extensive straight-line wind damage was located near Charleston, moving east at 60. So no confirmed tornadoes, but definitely both of these storms here that is entering Kentucky that is unfortunately on a track toward Paducah and unfortunately on a track toward Mayfield. Obviously, both of these storms have the potential to produce straight-line wind damage and spin out tornadoes. So if you know anybody that lives in this area, your Mayfield area, your Paducah area, your, even for a little bit farther to the east, your Murray, your Benton, Kentucky, Hickman, anybody in this area needs to be weather aware, probably need to be in their tornado safe zones just as a precaution. Because like I said, this is moving into Western Kentucky right now. So that is the latest here for Western Kentucky. I'm going to take just a quick little break, maybe an hour or so, because once this line gets closer to the Hopkinsville area, we'll go wall to wall, probably be live anywhere between 4 to 6 hours. So I'm going to take us a little bit of a power break, kind of get my energy up, ready for this line as it moves here into central Kentucky. So you got to stay weather aware, stay up to date with all the weather information on my page. Again, Tornado Watch is in effect until I think it was 3 o'clock. Yeah, 3 o'clock Eastern time, 2 o'clock Central here for all of central Kentucky now. Okay. So I'll be back here in about an hour or so. We'll go wall to wall for the remainder of the evening. So like I said, until then, you guys stay weather aware.